As somebody who did not watch 2016's the 2016 Suicide Squad for the DCEU, well, actually, technically, this is in DCEU as well. So, as somebody who did not watch 2016 Suicide Squad, but as somebody who loves the Suicide Squad from not only from the video games but from Arrow, I'm very happy that we're getting another version, and it's James Gunn doing it. This will be very interesting. Again, the rivalry here between DC and Marvel is very obvious, as it was of 2017's Justice League of Joss Whedon. That didn't play out well. But I'm very happy about this film. We'll see how this plays out. I've heard it's going to be rated R. I don't know how that goes, because again, I saw Brightburn, and that got pretty dark. Even though I know he was more so just producing it, but it was his relative making it. It was a very gritty film. Very dark. Way too dark. Good premise, good pitch with the dark Superman and evil, well, more so evil Superman, but way too dark. But I'm very thrilled. This is going to be like DC's Guardians of the Galaxy, just, I'm sure, with a lot more grit. We're talking about the Suicide Squad here, and DC is gritty. Compared to Marvel, DC is far grittier, and that's what I love about these types of films. I love DC. I mean, I like Marvel, but I love DC. I absolutely love DC films. So, but again, I said, in case you haven't heard my reason for it, I mention them periodically, but the Suicide Squad, or not the Suicide Squad from 2016. There's a couple reasons I didn't watch that film. Number one, I was not a fan of the Enchantress character as a Christian. It was like, I'm not into this type of magic, number one, and the depiction of it. It was like, this is really bad. But then the female characters were so poorly dressed. It was like, can you put some more clothes on Harley? And then it was like, they did the one shot at the beginning where it was like, she's bending down in front of the camera. Like, I don't need to see this. And then Enchantress was barely wearing anything. So there, and then I'm like, well, I heard the fan reviews were not that good. I'm like, I didn't miss anything apparently. So yeah, there were a lot of reasons why I didn't watch the film, just to put it fairly. And again, I don't think I missed too much. This film though, I'm so happy. Again, it's a Suicide Squad fan. As somebody who loves Suicide Squad since Arrow, I loved what Arrow did, and Arrow never got to play with the Suicide Squad. Well, I mean, they did. After a while, then DC said, we made maybe a wrong decision by, saying you can't do that in season 3. So what they do instead, Ra's al Ghul and Damien Dark in the next season, and it didn't play out the best. So, which was a disappointment. But it was supposed to be Suicide Squad versus Team Arrow, which would have been so great. Or maybe Working Association. I don't remember exactly what it was supposed to be, but it would have been excellent. It just didn't do it. I'm very happy though to see them get recognized in a movie. That's excellent. And plus, we're getting the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game. So why not get a movie, right? Let's take a look at this. And we're actually going to look at it in 2 different facets. We don't have an official trailer yet as I'm making this. But we do have a cast trailer and a DC Fandom exclusive sneak peek. We're going to look at the cast trailer in this video. The DC Fandom exclusive, we're going to look at that in a different video. So, let's see the characters we have here, though. Can't wait to see our big roster. As always, we're going to watch this first. We're going to talk about it more in my condensed review segment following us watching the video together. Okay, let me pull up the... They call it a teaser trailer of the video I'm looking at. It's basically a cast trailer. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
So she's back. Her clips were great. It's Amanda Waller. Okay. Red flag. So again, this is connected. Okay. That's very much art. Oh my word. That's a weird character pick. Rat catcher? Okay. Bloodsport. Okay. I've not heard that character. Oh, right. Yay! Mongol? Okay. Oh, jeez! Not bad! Blackguard. Okay, most of these characters I'm not familiar with, and they're also from the comics. Nathan Fillion. Sweet. TDK. I like that one. Glad he's back. Oh, gee. That's the weirdest helmet. That's a huge roster, though. Oh, and the bullet holes are such a nice touch. Look at that. Taika Waititi's in this? Wow. DC, I'm sure, is like, we got all these people involved from Marvel. How many names do we not see here? Okay, here. Viola Davis, I saw that one. So, how many Marvel actors do we have? Let me see. Sean Gunn. Taika Waititi. Michael Rooker. I think that's all we got. That's crazy. I think the okay, you're saying most outlandish. You've got, let's see. We got, obviously, the characters coming back. So we got Viola Davis, Joel Kinnaman, so Rick Flag and Amanda Waller, not respectively. And then you also have Harley Quinn, who looks like she walked out of the Arkham video games, and I could not be happier. I just got the trademark, color, black and red. Love it. She almost looks like the Telltale version from the Telltale Batman games. How great is that? Who else do we have? That we have. Okay, so we have new characters. We have Savant. No idea, but Michael Rooker. That's hilarious. I would not recognize him otherwise. Flula Borg as Javelin. Okay. Don't know. A bunch of these I don't know from the comics. Polka Dot Man, I do. That is a very obscure character to pick, but okay. I'll go with it. Ratcatcher. Feels like Billie Eilish in a way. Idris Elba's Bloodsport, I have no idea. King Shark, I'm so thrilled about. I love King Shark. That's excellent. Mei Ling as Mongol. Peter Capaldi. That costume is crazy. I mean, after the Flash did the Thinker for one of their seasons, and I was like, okay, that is kind of crazy, but he's got the full head thing, or the head nodes and everything. That's crazy. That's crazy. Peter Capaldi, I like him. He wasn't my favorite Doctor on Doctor Who, but that's not saying he's not a good actor. He's perfectly fine. I like him. I don't think his Doctor was the best run. And maybe it was story-wise. I don't have an issue with his performance. It was a shift from Matt Smith. But as the Thinker, okay, this is going to get weird. Okay, Alice Braga. Who's she playing? Solsoria? I have no idea. Pete Davidson as Blackguard, no idea. Nathan Fillion, TDK, no idea. Sean Gunn as Weasel, that's hilarious. Jai Courtney, Captain Boomerang, of course, I love that. John Cena as Peacemaker. That helmet is so bizarre. But you know what? Quite the roster. I can't wait to see what this film looks like. We don't have an official trailer yet. We just have a behind-the-scenes reel. But that's quite the lineup. And I think it's very strong for the Suicide Squad. A lot of names, a lot of characters, a lot of bragging rights for DC in that cast. What do you guys think, though, about the Suicide Squad, at least from a cast standpoint? We're going to look at that behind-the-scenes teaser in a minute, but I'm very impressed. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to look at stuff like from that bell. And until we get to look at that teaser, I wonder if we get to watch the next. I'll see you guys at that point. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't love yourselves, man. God bless, and peace.